The question is, you were the Associate General Presbyter of our presbytery, the National Capital Presbytery, during the time that EIPC was formed. Please share with us some memories you have, or any recollections you have in working with the team at that time when we were formed.
Okay.
You're looking at me, yeah.
What part of my responsibility as the Associate General Presbyter, and I want to say first, working with the immigrant communities, the immigrant churches in our presbytery is one of the best parts of the job that I had. It was my favorite part of the job. So God really blessed me with that part of the job. But part of my responsibilities was to make sure that the grant funding was being spent in the way that both the church said they would do and what we expected you would do. And to help with Book of Order issues. And I think it was around the time when Reverend Miko died or was ill. I think he was still ill. And the church had a financial crisis. And it's at crisis times like that when the presbytery can be there for the church. I mean, we were with the church also when Reverend Alex and his wife Susie were killed in the automobile accident, which is another time of crisis. So this church had been through a lot. And so my job really was to sort of help pastor them through a crisis time, but also what the presbytery is good at is to help give the practical information. Here's what you do to get incorporated so that you would be eligible to continue to receive the grants that the church needed to keep going. So we worked on incorporation and setting up bylaws and how to do things. Now, this church was a bit unique compared to other immigrant congregations because your elders were so smart and so dedicated and so willing to learn and use the Book of Order that it made my job really easy and really a joy, because there was no resistance. No, we don't do it that way in Indonesia, in the church in Indonesia. It was like all of the elders, all of the leaders were so committed and so able to do the things that were necessary, many of which it just took a long time. So there was that. So mainly my role was administration, but I said today, when you're part of an extended family of God, you become family to one another too. And I felt that. I felt that this congregation was allowing me to be part of your family, which was just so wonderful for me.
What was the spirit like in the church, or what was the atmosphere?
Well, of course, people were very worried. They were very concerned. There was some conflict going on, some fighting. Some people wanted to leave. Some people wanted to do this and that. But I never heard anybody saying, well, we should just give up. No, I mean, they're just very persistent and determined and resilient. You know, I think it's that resilience, whether that's part of your culture or part of being a first-generation immigrants, whatever it is, got them through. And of course, their faith got them through. There just was no question. We're going to be a church.
Right.
So that was what I was picking up, which of course makes me want to work harder to help them accomplish what they needed to do.
Yeah, exactly. Good. Is it a little bit loud? I'm just